I mean, give them a ton of credit. They beat us, and I got to coach better. We got to play better. That's the obvious. This was not what we expected, and we've got to take a hard look at things. Right? It starts up front. It starts up front. We got to win at the line of scrimmage. That's where this game's won, is up front, and we got to do a better job there. Yeah, there's technique, fundamentals. It's always a combination of that. Effort. I thought the effort was there. The guys prepared all week long. Just like they have in the past. They prepare. They put the time in, and again, give them credit. But we've got to learn. We got to look at this tape and hand violence up front in order to stay in your gap. The gap integrity I've mentioned to you guys before. We're getting knocked out of our gaps, and then we're not fitting the run all the time the way we need to. So that's where it starts. Is at the line of scrimmage. You're right. I mean, this is not easy to take. Not an easy pill to swallow, especially at home. And our fans deserve more. And so we go back hard at work to give them more. We're building, and we got to continue to be honest with ourselves when we look at the tape. And like I said before, we got out-coached. That starts with me, and we got outplayed. So we got to take a hard look at it.
What conclusions, if any, can be drawn from Nathan replacing Tyrod?
Well, I'm just going to evaluate Nathan's play, and I thought he did some good things, moved the offense there, and so obviously got us into the end zone. So that was a positive. Tyrod's our starter. I thought we had Kelvin targeted, the first series there a few times, and the second play I believe it was of the game, and so we couldn't get into a rhythm after that. To your point.
You did only complete one ball to the wide receiver with Tyrod in there. How discouraging is that? That's kind of what was happening real early in the year.
Yeah, we got to take a hard look at it. Just like we've got to look at everything else, and got to be able to establish the line of scrimmage first, and that's where it starts. And whether you're throwing the ball or running the ball, you have to have a good line of scrimmage from which to work from. And that, like I said before, that's on both sides of the ball.
What happened to your reviews?
We're still being evaluated at this point, so still too early right now to know. Just that we've got a certain standard, and that wasn't up to our standard, and really that standard is not changing. It's what we looked every day to accomplish, is to play at that standard, to do our work at that standard. And today was not indicative of the standard we've set for ourselves around here. One game at a time. You look too far ahead, you get yourself in trouble. So the biggest thing, we got to regroup. We got to hit the reset button, regroup, and I look forward to doing that this week. We're 5-4. And nobody said, like I told you before, nobody said this is easy. This is how you get tested in this league, and we got to hang together and get things corrected. And we're building, to do that. So we've got to take a hard look at this film, learn from it, and coach better, play better, and most importantly, hang together as a team.